to Next Up here on the Shoreham View, where we take a look at Sheffield United's next fixture and discuss what we think is going to happen. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, share it as far and wide as it'll go. We really want to get the channel to 10k subscribers. It's a long, arduous journey, as we've said before, but with your help, we can definitely get there. Joining me as always, we've got the Travelling Blade, we've got Ben. Ben,
Hi.
Welcome once again.
Cheers for having me.
No problem. Right, let's get straight into some news headlines. First of all, Sanderberger to Arsenal.
Oh,
Fucking son.
I saw the news break on Blade to Blade of all places.
The home of hard-hitting news.
Yeah, I mean, apparently they were after him as well in January, but somehow we managed to beat them to it. I don't know how true that is, but I've seen that written somewhere that I've read.
The Sun, by any chance?
I don't know where it was. I can't remember now.
But do you think there's any truth in it, or do you think it's bollocks?
I don't know, but hopefully it's not true. Because he's been one of the better players this season. But to be honest, I just let it happen. You know what I mean? I almost don't care anymore. Just let them all go and just let's get relegated with no players. You know what I mean? Let it happen. Just you know what I mean? I'm just trying not to prepare myself for anything. I just go. You know, I'm trying to turn off my emotions from it all. It's not healthy. So if he goes. If I can get over Jamie Murphy going, I can get over Sanderberger going. I still haven't got over Jamie Murphy going, by the way. So
I've not noticed, honestly. Right, okay, next up, we've got people actually questioning whether Wilder should stay. And I don't know if people are fishing or what, but people are actually suggesting Wilder should go. Even somebody online comparing him to a fucking abusive relationship. Now, before you give your opinion, can I just pass on a message to anybody who thinks Wilder should go? You're a fucking idiot. Right, Ben, your turn.
Well, I think he should go. No.
Oh, fuck off, Ben!
No. I mean, the thing is, you know, you get people going oh yeah, I think it's there have been a few people. I've only really seen them on Facebook. Surprise, surprise. Imagine that, you know. I've only seen them on Facebook with people saying, oh, you know, it might be time for Wilder to leave. He needs to try something new. He's taking as far as he can. But I think I said to someone the other day, I think with Wilder, I think he made us too good for our own good. You know,
Spoiled us. Absolutely spoiled us.
It was like we had a whole season of FA Cup upsets. Our whole, you know what I mean? Our whole season was just full of cup upsets. And I think now it's reality's set in, and those players are playing like they should. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. You know, it's just like it's also almost like the Captain America growth serum has just worn off, and now it's just Steve Rogers. You know what I mean?
That's gonna go over.
It's no longer
so
Captain
many
America.
older Blades heads. It's untrue. Right.
All right, then it's like Superman with kryptonite, if they can understand that. But,
I think that one's probably closer to home.
But I think with Wilder, for me, I think for all, I don't know if anyone's watching this that thinks it's time for Wilder to go or questioning whether Wilder should go. But I put it on Twitter, and I think when I put it on Twitter, people thought that I wanted him to go. Who would people want to I wasn't going, no, who should we bring in? I'm going right, if you want Wilder, if you're one of these saying Wilder out, or it might be time for Wilder to go, who would you actually bring in?
People considering bringing in Big Sam. Great appointment. Yeah, that's just what we fucking need. Jeez.
You know what? I would only get rid of Wilder if we could guarantee we got Arsene Wenger just for the memes. I mean, that would be incredible.
Him and his big fucking coat.
No, people. The only sort of person I'd sort of want in after Wilder is probably someone like Jurgen Klopp. But obviously, that's never going to happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So unless we can get Jurgen Klopp, you know, I don't know who we'd have. And the thing is, the people that want Wilder out, if we got someone new, they would want instant results, and it just wouldn't happen. No, we might get one or two straight away from new manager bounce, and that's it.
Yeah, that's the baffling thing. Who do you think's going to come in and turn it around instantly? This is my fucking problem with it all. Do they think they're going to get a Big Sam type who's going to come in and fucking radically change what Wilder's done? No, it's going to be 2 steps fucking backwards for the sake of survival that probably wouldn't happen under another manager. Anyway, before we get too pissed off about this subject, we already reviewed the West Ham game. But just once more, one word review of the West Ham game, Ben. Go.
Depressing.
I'm just going to go for shit. To get a little more detail and some West Ham reactions, we're going to go to Roy now.
I'm recording this straight after the game. We're fucking rubbish, aren't we? It's just every game's pretty much the same. A team turns up, plays about 70%, know they'll create enough chances to score a goal, know that we're very, very unlikely to score ourselves, and then they walk away with 3 points, job done. I think we'll have loads of games like that this season where on paper it looks close in terms of, oh, we only lost 1-0, you know, we could have got something out of that, but realistically we could have been there all day and never got anything out of that game. I'm not going to criticise any individual players or the manager or anything like that. This team on the whole have given us so many highs, and it's been such a journey. And yeah, we might have hit the peak of what that set of players and maybe even the management team can achieve. But I'm not going to say let's sack him and let's get rid of him and, you know, let's smash it all up or whatever, because I think they've done enough for it to deserve for us to stick with them as fans. I don't see an avenue out of it, I've got to be honest, and I don't like saying that, but I do think we're definitely going to go down this season. But I just hope we regroup, and I just hope that we can. I think Wilder definitely deserves another shot at it if the worst case scenario does happen, and he deserves to build another great team. And these players, you know, the majority of those players who played today will always be legends for me, but it just seems like we're maybe reaching a fairly dramatic but maybe natural end to the peak of their powers, and it's just disappointing. I'm not really angry or anything like that. It's just really deflating. It's going to be a long, long season watching this.
Ben, before we get into talking about this game, let's look at some stats here. West Brom, matches played 9, losses 6, goals 6, goals conceded 18, only 1 clean sheet, very poor pass accuracy at 76%, leading scorer Callum Robinson, who's he? Never heard of him, with 2 goals. Them stats are dreadful, so we all know what's going to happen, don't we?
The thing is, though, I think I thought they might have got more goals than that, but I know they got 3 against Chelsea. I think they got 2 against Everton. But I know I've seen bits of them. I watched half watched their game against Man U the other night, and I actually thought, I know Man U aren't that great at the minute, but I actually thought West Brom. When I watched them play, I thought they could do us some trouble here. Just the fact that, obviously Man U aren't what they were, but I know they lost. Tell you what, their goalkeeper was incredible, by the way. Sam Johnston, I think. Yeah. He had a blinder of the game, and he was unlucky to concede. That penalty thing was just shady. You know, it's not really his fault, but he had a blinder of the game, and they could have lost by about 3 or 4. I don't know. I can't remember what the final score was, but I remember he pulled off some very good saves, which it doesn't bode well when our strikers are, struggling to score at the best, at best of times. But he played very well. I think if they had someone like Tony Pulis, they would be easier to beat, because Slaven Bilic is going to drill in that fighting spirit, but there's also going to be a bit of quality to them as well. It's not just going to be sit back, oof it up front, stick your elbows out in, it's going to be a bit of quality to it as well, or at least try to be a bit of quality.
It were like Tony Pulis were in the room there, Ben. Fucking hell, have we fucking channeled him in? Is it a seance? I think the thing with a Bilic team is he knows how he wants them to play. You could see that when he were at West Ham, when they were doing half decent. They never set world alight, but like you said, a bit of quality. He knows how. And that's why I think they're more suited to probably get the best out of Robinson, whereas we weren't. We didn't really play to his game. We're not playing to anybody's fucking game at the minute. We're not playing to Brewster's game or anybody's. But
I don't even know. We're not playing to anyone. Like you said, we're not playing to anyone's game at the minute, honestly. But no, I think it's sort of like Moose v Robinson Cup final. You know what I mean? It's a battle of the 2 strikers. Who can pull it off? Hopefully Moose is back. Not that we'll play to his strengths or anything, because like one of them, Moose isn't really one of them that runs around much. He sort of needs balls played in front of him to run onto or played into his feet. So I can't see. I can see Moose coming back and then we're going, oh, he was rubbish. Yeah, because we're not can't find a pass to anyone. That's why. You know what I mean? You can't. Someone needs to pass the ball to him. He can't just like summon it towards him like Dynamo. But Yeah, it's not. I mean, I'm sort of glad that the fans aren't there for this one. Hawthorn's, it's a good away end, and we could have got some noise going there. But I remember last time we went, it was a real battle. It was a great ground, but I remember it was almost like a rugby match at the end, and it was a real gritty, ground out result there. So I'm actually sort of glad that, because I wouldn't want to our players up against the Hawthorns. It was a good atmosphere there, and I think it'd be a hard place to get a result.
Yeah. Do we know if Stevens is back for this game?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure how serious his injury is. I see more stuff about Moose coming back. I've not actually seen much about whether Stevens will be able to play, but I think we're going to need him if we're going to get any sort of result out of this game.
Put Ollie Burke on the fucking pitch. We are crying out for fucking pace, and we're not using it. That last game, like you said, like I said, like every bastard said, Blades Analytics said it, every fucker's saying it. Burke needed to be on that pitch against that fucking centre-half pairing. But now we've got Kyle Bartley. Fucking Kyle Bartley at Mike. Stick Burke on the fucking pitch! For fuck's sake!
I don't even know who Kyle Bartley is.
Oh! I
tell you what,
I'm baffled.
I saw an interesting tweet earlier, and someone said now is not the time to drop McBurney, because he's sort of getting there. And he said, someone said, I thought it's actually quite an interesting point, and I sort of agreed with him, saying that he's getting closer. It's like, said once he gets that goal, he should be okay. And I think someone said, I think dropping him now would do more harm than good. So
it's possible.
I'd be tempted to start. Yeah, I'd start Burke. I'd probably tempted to bring Brewster on.
Use him as a sub.
I might go with I don't know, because Moose might be fit, but Moose ain't got 90 minutes in at best of times, let alone coming back from an injury. So I won't be sure whether to start Moose or bring him on. But yeah, I'd definitely play Burke. I don't know what I'd do with McBurney. I fuck knows what I'd do. I'd just roll the dice and chuck in it, because they're going to lose anyway. I don't know. It's just they're all hopeless. There we go.
Stop it. Stop being negative. Clap, damn it.
No.
We're not pressing enough. We look at everything a Wilder side usually has, and we press. And we can't just we can't just put it down to O'Connell being missing. That's a lame duck excuse.
It's the whole mentality. Like when we're not on the ball, whether we're off or on the ball, we look nervy. When we're on it, we look like rigid. And I think I think Alan Smith summed it up today against West Ham, and Max Lowe played a cross in, and he said, if you relax, it's a more cushioned cross, but if you're a bit nervous and a bit panicky, your origin, it just sort of bounces off of you.
When we start realising what we can do, having done it in the past, and just stop blaming millions of pounds and fucking players being injured, once we get back to basics, like you said, it can be a different game, and hopefully this is the game to do it against fellow strugglers. If not, like you said in the last video, put the fucking R next to his name. Right, quick score prediction.
1-1.
2-0 to them, Callum Robinson brace. Fuck's sake.
We're all talking about Callum Robinson against his ex-club. We've got one of their ex-players, let's try and use that voodoo against them.
We're going to go on to the fans now. Thank you as always to Ben for coming on, giving us opinion. I know it's getting harder every week with how well we're playing. But
just, you may as well record some of my reactions and just replay them each week. It's just the same thing.
Why not? We're replaying the same shit. Thesaurus.
And look up synonyms for useless. You know what I mean? To describe our players.
Oh, we're playing like Chris Woods. That's one for all the Blades there. Right. Thanks as always, Ben. Cheers for coming on. Let's get into the fans now and see what they think of the game.
So on to the West Brom game. Their fans sound a lot like another set of fans. A couple of quotes here. Don't win this one, and I can't see us staying up. Billet needs to get a winning performance out of this lot because it's getting embarrassing. Another one says, nothing but a win will do. And it could see us out of the bottom three. Sadly, I think we'll bottle it. And another one said, To win this game, we need to score goals, and that's the bit that worries me. So this is all shaping up for an absolute classic of a game. Two of the worst sides in the league, two worst sides in the league. The only two teams still in English football not to win a game. So people say something's got to give, but judging by what West Brom fans are saying and judging by what I've seen from us, I suppose 0-0 is the most logical scoreline to go for, or 1-0 either way. I'd be highly surprised if there's more than 2 goals in it anyway, so can't wait.
Hello, and next up is West Brom. A must win and a good performance. If we don't win this season, it could get embarrassing. West Ham game, same as most games, started well for the first 10 minutes, and after that we just looked pretty basic and boring to watch. After the first 10 minutes, if we hadn't scored, I just don't think we're going to score for the rest of the match. It's just the feeling I get. So my lineup, I just don't know. Apart from Stevens in the last lineup, that'd be my team. So Amper to win midfield for me with Fleck and Berg. Back 5, Baldock, Basham, Egan, and I'd bring in Jags and Stevens, hopefully, if he's fit. Up front, I'm going for Billy Sharp and McGoldrick. Maybe Billy Sharp can just encourage a bit more intensity and fight, and fingers crossed it'll work and we can finally get that win, because hell, we need it.
This is the big one, isn't it? And as much as we play these big teams every week like City, Chelsea, Liverpool, these are games that matter when you're in a situation that we are. West Brom, for mine, one of the worst team in the league. Obviously I know we're bottom at the minute and it's rich to say that coming from a Blade, but they are, in my opinion, and it's got to be a win on it. It's as simple as that, it's got to be a win. Sunday, they were encouraging bits in parts, but overall just weren't enough were they? We just don't look ambitious enough. Last season, just those passes when we were building up, we always looked forward. This season we seem a bit too cautious, always looking to go back. Might be a simplistic look on it, but I do think we've just lost that intensity and the edge to our play, that drive. And hopefully we can find a way of getting that back. Moose might be available this weekend, which I've personally been waiting for a long time. I think he just gives us that spark that no one else really does. I'd like to see Ollie Burke get a go. Why he didn't get brought on in the other game, in the West Ham game, baffled me. 15-20 minutes ago we had another sub to bring Lundstrom on instead of him. We're quite troubling, but I'd like to see him get a go. He's got a point to prove against him, and we've got to get 3 points. So come on, you Blades.
Hi guys, another video for Johnny at Shoreham View. Are we really as bad as what people say we are, or are we just unlucky? For me, midfield isn't strong enough, strikers aren't strong enough, defence is weakened because we've got injuries. I don't think the goalkeeping department is a problem. There's stuff that Henderson would save that Ramsdale wouldn't, but you can't blame Ramsdale for that. He's just not Henderson. The midfield, the left-hand side has been catastrophic. I mean, people were saying, "Oh, Fleck's back," but what can he do when he's been out for so long? Like, he struggled at the weekend because he'd been out for so long. I honestly expected him to get in subbed at 60 minutes. He didn't. Played a full game. Credit to him, but he didn't make an impact. He didn't do any more than what anybody else did less of, and yet he's granted the escape from criticism because he's come back from injury. But if Lundstrom put that performance in, everyone would be slating him. But Fleck's been doing that for a while, and it's just his injury that's masked that poor type of performance. McBurney's miss. I'm a McBurney fanboy, but I can't defend him now. I'll leave him to retards on forums to slag him off now and rip him to shreds, because if he's going to get that one opportunity in a game, he's got to hit the target. I mean, his header in the first half was good. He were in good positions. He were playing well. And then he got his gift. He got the ball from Brewster, which was a fantastic pass. And fucked up, didn't he? But we'll go again. Saturday, must win. If we don't win, we're down, in my opinion. Slag me off all you want for that. But we've got to win these types of games. Come on, Blades.
Massive game Saturday at West Brom. Just not got to lose this one. You know, even a draw, while not ideal, won't be a total disaster. We need to get some confidence rolling. I think last week, we deserved a point against West Ham. Disappointing bit what last 15 minutes, where even though we were behind, I don't think we ever really got going. We kind of drifted and didn't really create much towards the end, which were a bit disappointing. Just shows where things are going. The replacement centre forward, £50 million, smashes one in. First time he's ever scored outside box and hit it like a dream. That's where things are going. And then McBurney smashes one against Bar. That's, it's tough times. What I would say is nobody else for manager other than Chris Wilder. And even talks and even rumours, any absolute nonsense. The fact is, if we do end up going down, there's one man who I'd want in charge to get us back up, and that's Chris Wilder. So any talk, any even rumours or else is absolute nonsense.
Thank you to everybody sent in their previews. We really appreciate it. We enjoy having you on the channel. If you want to get involved, we'll leave the email address where you can send your reviews, previews, anything you want to send in. The email address is down below. We'll get the best ones in the videos. And as always, please subscribe to the channel. Please give the video a like. Share it far and wide. Let's get this channel growing. And up the blades.